This is Washington, CSA, legendary. After you fight in the north, then you go to the south, then you come back to the north, and the enemy launches a vicious counterattack. And we're going to desperately hold on and try to... It's easy. I can't even do this. This is just ridiculous. This is like a victory lap. It is just so overwhelming. I'm not even sure I take 100 losses. The enemy, I forget what he has here, maybe 20,000, I don't know. And I don't think he kills... I don't think I lose... I'd be surprised if I lost 100 men in this exercise. Same thing in the south. So yeah, it feels like a victory lap. So I did fight Washington, pretty much one and done, but halfway through this phase, I stopped recording, issued orders, and forgot to hit record. So like 3/4 of this battle, I didn't record, so I had to do it again. So then I just, I didn't do it because I wanted to refight it. I did it because I didn't have video to show you guys. So this basically works out this time exactly like it did the first time. Complete slaughter. And yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. We're just going to tear him up. He insists on charging into the water. I put my corps commander forward so he would like attack where I wanted him to in the general direction. And he does, so that works out. Yeah, I want to surround these guys and just shoot them to pieces. And when they feel like it, they can all just surrender. I have 6 20-pound parrots, and we're going to make short work of his artillery. See, there are 3 snipers over here. The JF Browns have, as I said, a terrific day. And yeah, 6 20-pound parrots. There's another 2 long-range snipers, scope snipers, and 1 unscoped. And yeah, that's... And I probably have 5 rifle cav. And the rifle cav are going to do what rifle cav do, which is get behind the enemy, dismount, come up behind him, and it's going to be just ridiculous. So the hardest part is making sure, like right now, my artillery, have to make sure the artillery is shooting at his artillery, because they don't want to do that. So I'm just, I'm going to post this as I played it. It's really fast. It's easy. 24-pound howitzers right on the front line. As I'm looking at that, I'm thinking, I would really like them firing explosive shell into the water, so we're going to move them up in a little bit. But yeah, this is get in position to move around the enemy on both flanks. And there were a bunch of units in the encirclement, and they're coming down, and they're just going to continue to walk around. I don't even think I have anybody on run. We're just going to walk. We have plenty of time. 4 hours. Yeah, on the right, he's walking right into the 24-pound howitzers. Always a good time. Yeah, now I have 4 scope snipers on the ridge line, and yeah, there's a scope sniper and a Whitworth on my left flank, which is just out of view. So yeah, every time one of his units starts flashing white as artillery, my artillery will target some other unit. That I understand why the game does that, but you just have to say, hit pause and say, no, I want you to see, got to kill this guy. And then when he's dead, make sure we shift fire to the artillery that's moving up into the water. And he's gone. Okay. Yeah, make sure all the artillery in the world is targeting his unit of 400. And he's in the water, so he should take extra damage with any luck. Okay, my cav is over on the right flank. The infantry's coming up. No rush. And as soon as his artillery's dead, I'm going to move my 20-pound parrots forward so they can get exploding shell on the enemy. Going to move this guy up in the woods to hit this guy on the flank. You can see the unscoped Whitworth. I'm saving a scoped Whitworth to get into the rear of the enemy. Yep, my right flank is getting across the water, getting into position. No rush. Yep, yeah, you have to keep doing this. Keep firing at his artillery. I don't want any of this to get away. So, and the way to do it is kill one unit at a time. And he's dead. Okay, now, gotta make sure, yeah, those guys should all be firing at him since he's charging with his... he put bayonets on his cannons and decided to charge. I don't think that's a good idea, but there we are. Yeah, it's getting to be about time to cross the river on my left flank too. So go ahead and get these guys. These guys came from the north, so... Yeah, make sure everybody's firing at this artillery. And I think that should be the last one. Yep, see, they shifted fire. No, get this guy. Yeah, I need to start stacking these guys up, and they're going to then run across, get behind the enemy, and we'll meet somewhere in the middle. So there are 2 rifle cav. I could do this with just rifle cav. 2 rifle cav on my right, I think 3 on my left. That's enough to occupy the entire woods and come up behind the enemy position. And they could do this by themselves. Oh, he has 8 guns. Okay. And that unit is dead. Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking. The 20-pound parrots need to move forward. Yeah, I know it. Actually, I know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it doesn't matter. I mean, from this point on, we could kill him with exploding shell and snipers. Yep, here we go. Now it's time to get across the water. My infantry on the right is close enough. My infantry on the left is good. My cav needs to go ahead and get behind him. Some of these units can get on run. And then it's over. I mean, once I get behind him, then it's just going to be very, very easy. I do want to keep my eyes open, and in case someone has retreated really far south, but he hasn't. So I'm looking at the range, and I want the exploding shell range to be reaching the guys in the water. That'll be devastating. Same thing here. We can move these guys up. Since it looks like he's going to, well, it doesn't matter which direction he goes. Yeah, these guys would move a little faster if I could keep them from walking on each other. Yeah, you have to dismount, give them the dismount order while you're playing. You can't do that on pause. And we're behind him. So this is over. No worries. We can take our time, get the infantry in place, get some snipers behind him too. No reason to be in a hurry. He's 1,200, 1,900. Yeah, the artillery should be hitting him with exploding shell. 24-pound howitzer should be exploding shell. The 20-pound parrots now are exploding shell, which is really good, which is really devastating. He has snipers on his flank. I have a sniper in the woods that's going to hit him from behind. Yep, there he goes. Scoped sniper, hitting him from behind. Getting the dismounted rifle cav up behind him. I'll have the infantry kind of behind that. This is how I like to play. This is encircle and blast with canister and exploding shell. I don't want to push the enemy too hard, but I do want to get in range, and hopefully these guys will start firing at whatever is within range to hit. The unscoped Whitworth has 800 kills. You know, I said earlier the unscoped Whitworth weren't that good. They've done a great job. I mean, they haven't done like that. JF Brown has over 2,000. This guy has 1,600. It's okay, but I mean, they did fine. They got 1,000 kills. Actually, when I saw the numbers at the end of the battle, every type of unit did quite well. Yeah, that rifle cav has 845. Yeah, my infantry is basically there just in support of the artillery at this point. Yeah, okay, they all surrendered except the guy right next to the general. Fine. Works for me. General's dead, and these other two will give up almost instantly, I'm sure. Yep. There you go. Okay, that was fun and easy, and it was like a victory lap. Okay, let's see if we can duplicate this here. Okay, I'm going to hit pause, issue orders. Guys have to continue moving. Want to let the enemy again come onto the map, fight him face to face in an open battle on this open field. Which is basically an excuse for me to use 24-pound howitzers. Okay, we just want to get everybody up, mostly the 24-pound howitzers, and start, yeah, just firing away at this guy. This is me just taking a moment to get organized, get everybody online. So, of course, I want to... He comes in and he starts attacking right away. He kind of comes in the center of the map to the south, right here. And I had 2 units that I got in place, get them into town in good cover. And so he wants to go this way, and he's headed toward that victory location. I don't think it was a good idea to lead with artillery, but okay. And as far as I'm concerned, his army is up, and now we, you know, it's just we fight what we see. 24-pound howitzers coming up. What do we have over here? Okay, he's coming onto the map. He has, I think he has 3 infantry, it looks like, and 1 artillery. And I have 147,000 infantry units, but only 2 24-pound howitzers. Don't have any 20-pound parrots over here, but I have 1, 2 unscoped Whitworths, and on the right side I have, I think, 1 scoped Whitworth, and I have lots of rifle cav. So over on this side, the 24-pound howitzers are coming up. I want to take my time and keep inching the 24-pound howitzers up and let them just have a time. Yeah, I need him to kind of form a line. These guys, their job is to form a line. So I've told 2 24-pound howitzers to get to my far left flank on the right side in Washington, and so they can hit the enemy from that angle. I have a couple to the north. I don't have anything on the left side of the map. And there's 1 24-pound howitzer that's not moving. What the heck is that? Oh, the first time I did this, I had all of them move. There's a 24-pound howitzer not moving. It felt like there was 1 short when I did this. Oh, that's terrible. Yep, look at that 24-pound howitzer. Short range fire. Okay, let's see. We'll get this guy back here and get him on the artillery, and that should be good. I don't want the enemy just to retreat to the edge of the map. I want to kind of encircle him and keep him right there in the middle if I can. The guy the battle on the left side, because he wants to go straight for Washington, he's not going to go like into the middle of the map. Yeah, there's an unscoped. I just want to take my time, get around this guy. Two 24-pound howitzers to his front. And my cannon, I think my cannons killed his officer. So his officer's already dead. Couple of shots with my sniper, and his artillery retreated, and then I have, that's 1, 2. It's actually 4 snipers are going to make short work of his artillery. Yeah, just hold up there, infantry. We want to just hit this guy with artillery for a while because we can. So as you can see, when I did these 2 encirclements, these guys didn't get like too far south into position. They kind of got in a line halfway, partway south. And I let the enemy come in, and now I'm maneuvering on him. And it feels legit. Except, you know, he's outnumbered 20-1. That part. Okay, I need to push the 24-pound howitzer on that's to the left. Need to push him forward. He's too far back. He needs to be right on the front line. Yep, his artillery's dead. So let's get infantry around him. Keep taking him apart with canister and snipers. But let's get infantry around him. Once he starts to rout, the infantry can get free shots. Down here, he keeps wanting to go south to the edge of the map. Okay, I'm getting everybody in position. It's getting to be about time I can move the artillery forward. Yeah, I'm intentionally staying, you know, as you can see, I'm keeping the infantry out of it. There's no reason for them to take any losses. Finally, the 24-pound howitzer comes up. And look at that, I have a 24-pound howitzer defending the victory location. Yeah, I didn't make that mistake the first time. Okay, what is this guy doing? Yeah, he's not going to like this. Yeah, get the 20-pound parrot in exploding shell range. Get the 20... Let's go ahead and walk the 24-pound howitzers up a little bit. Have them fire, degrade the enemy, and then we'll walk them up to exploding shell range. And that'll put this away. So yeah, these guys are getting a little... They're walking on each other, so just make sure everybody's firing. Everybody's flashing white, so it's pretty academic. Don't want to push too far forward. Should have really kept the infantry back and just gotten the snipers into place and let them just keep beating up on them. I have 3 hours, so no rush. I knew that infantry was hiding in that little hidey hole. Now I can see him, and he's not going to last long. Yeah, something made these guys route south, and they lasted 1 second. Okay, I don't have more snipers over here. I've pushed the 24-pound howitzers forward a little bit more. That's actually exploding shell range for the 20-pound Parrott, but the 24-pound howitzers not quite. So I'm going to detach some skirmishers, have them, you know, contribute. They should be able to do this without taking any losses at all. Yeah, there we go. Get the artillery forward. Yeah, he looks like he's trying to stay just out of range of the exploding shell. Doesn't matter to me. Oh yeah, look at that. That is just a good time. Okay, that other unit got hidden. Bad news for him is now I can hit him with all the artillery in the world. I don't know how many losses the enemy inflicted on me here, but I think it's close to 0. Yeah, this is the way I like to fight Ultimate General Civil War, just like this. Okay, should zoom in a little bit and see the last bit of the battle, such as it is. And there he goes. Okay. He had 282,000, which I think is what I've seen in other videos, 282,000. I had 190, I thought I had over 200,000. But okay, 199,000. He lost 255,000, and I lost 22,000. I also put 1,000 men in camp, so it's 23, almost 24,000. I don't know if the first day losses of 11,000 are counted in that or not. That seems very low. I think I lost more than that in this battle. So okay, and then less 20%, and it was a fun battle, but it was a bit long. I mean, for me, it was a bit long. I broke it up into 4 sections, I think. And then I had to refight the one because I, didn't record it. But that was okay. That took no time. And let's see. Look, I go through and look at these numbers. Some of the numbers are great. Some of the units took some losses. I could add those all up someday and figure out what my real losses were, but I'll never actually do that. Let's see. Some of these units got 10 to 1. It looks great. I planned on losing 500 men per unit on day 1 and then another 500 on day 2 and finishing with units of 1,500, but I didn't lose anywhere near that. Yeah, the guy lost 70 and killed 995. Guy lost 22 and killed 800. Yeah, some of these numbers are pretty surprising. Killed 671 and lost 14. Although I did put some replacements into some of my infantry units, so that would be, off a little bit, because that would wipe out the losses from day 1. So I don't know how useful this is. I'd have to guess. I didn't put many infantry into many units. Here the enemy. And I'm looking at his infantry did, like, not very well. Didn't get very many kills and got wiped out. So yeah, down here, and some of his infantry got 1 kill or 0 kills and got wiped out. So that'd be everybody on the last two, the last two phases, the one in the north and the south. They didn't get any kills. They just got shot to pieces. 2,800 with a sniper. J.F. Brown, 2,500. Those guys all did well. The rifle, those are actually dismounted rifle cav. So that's a rifle cav that got 1,300. There's an unscoped Whitworth, 1,200. Rifle cav, 1,000. Rifle cav, 800. He just did, and I didn't get to use them a lot because there were only some situations where they're useful. K artillery, 20-pound Parrots, of course. We just don't have very many of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 7 20-pound Parrots. Oh, one of them isn't in the top. Okay, they did well. Get down to about 1,000. The 24-pound howitzers really only fought a lot in the south map on day 2. And in that time, they did a great job. Enemy units routed or surrendered so fast they didn't get a chance to get a whole bunch of kills. Melee cav did great. That's a mounted rifle cav. Did fine. Melee cav. 1 melee cav. Well, no, I didn't put any replacements in my melee cav, so those are true numbers for melee cav. But they have limited use. Like, you only throw them in if there's an isolated enemy unit. You don't want to take friendly fire. They do very badly when they take friendly fire into a melee. And you certainly don't want supporting enemy units firing. There is my avatar, got wounded. We got Spencer carbines, we got 63s. He had 61s, so that'd be 35,000 of those good weapons if we were going on. He had 10 Ord, 10 Parrots, a lot of 24-pound howitzers, Maynards, some 20-pound Parrots, Burnsides, which are meh. And these are what I recovered. Harper's Ferries took the most losses. Makes sense. I had a bunch of them. His ammo wagons were full of ammo. Wasn't able to empty a single wagon during the battle. Captured or mine. Okay. We get 1,000 additional recruits and 35 reputation. A peace treaty. Okay. President of the Confederate States. And YouTube just demonetized my channel. 182,000 versus 1,650,000. Okay, with medicine, that looks like 10 to 1 to me. I captured 531,000. So I'm going to start a new thing, the 500,000 captured club. So, and that was my goal, is in this playthrough up until Washington when it didn't matter, was to get captures. With the UI mod, you want to get captures so you get those great weapons, and got 531,000 captures. So, yeah, I didn't mention it, but yeah, I got 98,000 captures for Washington. 98,506 captures for Washington. Just short of 100,000 captures, and I wasn't even trying for captures. So I was just trying to kill them. So that concludes the campaign. I'd like to thank everybody who watched. I'd like to thank, all the people who have put out videos, because, man, it's by watching videos you get really good. Special shout out to Pandakraut and Johnny for the UI mod and the other mods that you guys put out. You guys do terrific work. I'm playing with the UI mod. It really, really upgrades the game and fixes a lot of the problems. So thanks, Pandakraut, Johnny. All the other YouTubers who've put out videos, man, thank you guys. You really help all of us upgrade our skills. And yeah, this was a lot of fun. I hope you give the CSA campaign a try. It certainly was really enjoyable. Washington was easier than I thought it was going to be, but be warned, it's really, really long. You'll probably want to break it up into sections. And with that, I thank you for watching. I want to also thank everybody who leaves comments and, takes the time to give me a thumbs up. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next campaign. Thanks.